You were good and I beat you.
Yeah. You're like, I mean, that's kind of true. Also, if they were that much better, maybe they would have
just fucked you up, Jimmy.
You think your edge on everybody is so great that if everybody you played against was just better, you still would be beating? Like, Jimmy. I always try and describe him to my wife because I'm like trying to tell a story from here, and I'm like, so Jimmy, imagine the loudest person you know. Now get him real.
When I had to explain Jimmy to my wife before she met him, we went to JR's wedding.
Oh yeah.
I knew it was going to be me, Jaco, Danny Friedman, and Jimmy. And I'm like, I know how to explain Danny and Jacob to the wife. Like a kind of loud, drunk, pretentious Weezer fan.
Yeah, that sounds right.
That's kind of Jimmy.
Yeah.
And Danny told me that was the most insulting thing he'd ever heard in his life. He's like, you're not wrong. Man, that's me.
I haven't seen Danny in a long time. Is he in?
I have no idea. I think he's in California.
Every time I hear, like, if
he's in Texas or
yeah, he's
California,
moved
or-
way across the country again. But there was a while where I saw him pretty regularly.
Yeah, and that guy.
Yeah, he's dope. I feel like he was one of the first people I saw get super into old school.
Probably.
Like before it was a whole thing, he was like everybody.
It blew me away one day. Like, me and him had like an hour and a half conversation about the Misfits.
Nice.
And we're like, wait, you're into that? Like, no offense, but like, that's not where I had you lined up, man.
Yeah, I feel like in my head he's more on the hippie side than the like punk rock side.
No, like me and him, he'll get into like deep discussions about like the punk rock ethos and like this isn't DIY. I'm like, whoa, dude. Like, I just want to drink some cheap beer and have a good time.
Yeah. I guess he was into the making the like Lords of the Pits jackets and stuff like the
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a punk aesthetic there that he's going for, I feel like. Oh man. Good games. Let's do it.
I would cut mine.
You're maybe, but I don't know.
You want to roll something?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Let's just do this. That didn't roll. It just went.
Yeah, if you want to do
No,
it.
no, I'm good. That's average. It's fine.
Yeah, it's
But it
pretty
doesn't.
decent.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Yeah. I'll play. I guess I'll keep. I feel like this is gonna be a weird matchup.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Jimmy was telling me what you were playing today, and I think he lied to me, but I don't know for certain until we get playing.
Well, I know what you're playing. I'm playing a deck that has dark depths in it, and green cards and white cards.
Okay, so Jimmy wasn't lying.
Yeah.
He's like, it's Jake. He's playing Hate Bears. It's like, Jake.
there are haters in there for sure. But yeah, I feel like it's weird because like you have a bunch of combos and I have some combos, but then I don't know. We'll see.
Get into it. Let's see what happens.
Feels like just the upgraded version of what we
feel
were
like-
doing 10 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, you and I were like both working on this deck, and we went in
yeah.
drastically different directions.
There was a string of like 4 or 5 TSOs where I was very into the 2-card Monty thing when I first came back to Ohio, and it's fun. Like I love it. I still love Painter, like just
Yeah.
as a thing. But
It's so good.
yeah. No, I play that in Legacy still, like pretty regularly. Like have some kind of Painter deck together, but
I always want to build the list where I have like red blasts and shit.
yeah,
Like,
Red Blast and Goblin Welders, it's great.
it's super cool, but like, I have to think.
Yeah. Well, and I think anymore, any blue deck just is like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna play 3 Pyroblasts anyway, so that edge of like, oh yeah, I get to play Pyroblasts, like just everybody does.
Jake, let's do the thing.
We'll play Yavimaya.
Okay.
Each way, it's the like green Yawgmoth, so it like makes everything forest. Yeah.
Even mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just like the Urborg or whatever. And
Yeah.
Elvish Reclaimer.
And that does.
This is
Gotcha.
yeah. Crop rotation, and then it gets bigger if there's enough lands in the yard. And I'm done.
Ancient 2. Jet.
Yep.
Pearl. Lodestone Goblin. I'm at 18.
Right on. Fucking Lodestone Goblin. All right. I'll draw. Play a Gaze Cradle. I'll play another Elvish Reclaimer. And I'll pass to you. That was probably wrong. I don't know.
Oh boy, those hang out together. Attack phase?
Yep.
15?
Yeah. 15.
This feels bad, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. I'll take 4 damage and play called off the Forge Master.
Oh shit. You're 14?
Yes, sir.
Well, the Forge Master is a card that I'm not gonna beat, I don't think. Yeah. That's in there.
Remove my guy.
I don't think that card matters. One, two, three. Okay. I'll play Dark Depths.
Yep.
And I'll pass to you.
How do you remove counters from that?
You pay 3 to remove 1, and then there's Thespian Stage.
Yes.
Is the one that copies it.
Gotcha.
Or the Vampire 2, Hex Mage. I feel like now that's the closest thing to 2-card Monty in Vintage is like there's a Hex Mage Depth, Helm, Leyline, Storm combo deck. It's like those 3.
Yeah, it's like it's got similar energy.
Yeah.
And those ancient teams.
You are doing some damages. Not messing around.
Combat.
Yep.
Let's go.
Go to 10.
Your move.
I will go ahead and try to rotate out the Yavimaya.
Okay. You're going to get the thing to make the token.
Yeah, that is you can respond if you need to. Sorry, I didn't really.
You're just fine.
But it comes in quick tap, so I can't do it immediately anyway. I was thinking about maybe getting something else, but I think I am just gonna get it. Yeah, I'll get Thespian Stage. Yeah, so it becomes a copy, but doesn't have the counters.
Okay, so you have to pay 2 to do it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I'll go to my turn.
Oh yeah, that was a nice.
Draw.
Fucking A.
Play a Strip Mine,
Sir.
and I will pass to you.
That's a big boy of a token, too.
Yeah, 2020. Indestructible Flying 2020.
Oh, it flies too?
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, that thing's no joke.
Yeah, they should have done that. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to back up at this point. I did the card already.
I mean, you can. I don't care. Were you gonna search in your instant, or am
I should have.
I think if you search, I might respond, but that's fine with me. That's okay.
The card that I drew is back.
Yeah. Okay.
I should
Okay.
search.
So you're gonna search. What are you gonna sacrifice? Them? Okay. I'm gonna respond by making a.
Yeah. Okay.
So this dies. This dies. The first one dies. And look, it's Sally.
It,
And then yeah, you're good.
you know, I don't know that. I think I'm gonna be out of order and still lose this anyway. But I gotta try.
Into play, right?
Yeah, but I need to
Oh, you
think.
decide. No, you're good. You're good. Sorry, I was just making sure you. You don't need to DT here. It's Tinker.
I almost think I have to like live the dream.
I mean,
Yeah, I'm gonna live the dream.
okay.
Because I didn't play something last turn, but we're all in.
Okay.
I had a metalworker in my hand, and my thought process was go get staff, combo out. I don't have enough artifacts, and I have to pass the turn because metalworker's gonna be thick. So even had I cast it last turn, I don't have a way to have enough artifacts in my hand to go infinite. The best I could do at that point would be to tap your dude and buy a turn with the staff of damage.
Yeah, it's still good though.
But that's still reasonable. But
But I do have now 2, 3, 4, so it's like a little bit more of a thing.
yes, so I'm gonna live the dream and see what comes off the top, buddy.
Alright.
You got me with this game.
I was wondering. I mean, it didn't matter there, obviously, but I was wondering if maybe you get Painter, and then because you have more grindstones than you have voltaic guys.
I have
Or do you?
I have five things that will untap the time.
Never mind. All right. Yeah, I forgot that you were playing any of those, and then I was like, oh, I guess you have that and key, but you're playing 4 of them, so that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wondered. This is what I imagined, right? Like we're both playing these combos, especially in game 1. We don't interact a ton with each other. There's
Yeah.
some. I mean, there were cards both of us I think could have had that would have interacted, but.
And then for something like this, I'm like, do I sideboard to protect myself from what he's up to, or do I just go balls to the wall since I'm going first?
I mean, there is that. There is just like,
Fuck it, let's go.
yeah.
Family doing all right?
Good, yeah. I mean, Jess she's doing 5 weeks with number 2, so she's like kind of done being pregnant, but also like I need this time to like make my life work, before we have a newborn. But no, she's good. I feel like, and yeah, Nolan's awesome. He's 4. He is like a person, which is wild and awesome. But yeah, I don't. I have no complaints. I am quite happy with the world, my family. I think. Missed a card here. 5, 6, 7, 8. But yeah, stuff's good, you know. Just kind of goes on. Life. Sounding like the oldest man in America.
Dude, I understand.
I get to keep one.
Yeah. I'll go out. I go ride my bike for a couple hours on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out to Stephanie. All your fucking friends. So, yeah, fuck sake.
No, that's it. Jess struggles with that because she like, I don't know. She gets like stressed out when there's a lot like this would be her nightmare. I feel like, but like she also just has less like hobbies and stuff like that. And so yeah, I feel like she travels a lot. Like her family's all over the place, so she goes to see her family, and that's a big thing. But like that doesn't feel the same as coming to this.
Yeah.
Like that there is an amount of obligation and stuff there. But yeah, she has a couple things. She has a couple good friends that were teachers with her, that she like has lunch with and stuff like that. But yeah,
Nothing like.
yeah. Honestly, when she's not, very pregnant, running is her like not hobby, but like her thing that she does to like clear her head or whatever, and that's good. Like we trade off that when she's but it's right now.
Yeah.
She's not really running. Yeah, 8 months
5
pregnant.
weeks to go.
Yeah. But yeah, that is a thing. Like, yeah, what? Can't you should get out of the house and like fine.
Or like, I'll come home and she's like, I need to do something. Yeah,
Do it.
you, babe. Whatever you need. She's like, I just want to go to Target. Dad, what's wrong with you?
You're like, I go to the store regularly. You can go to the store.
That's a big deal. Go out and drink 16 gin tonics. I'll come pick you up. Do what you gotta do. Like, but I don't think Target is that stress reliever that you need. Like, you're gonna be back in a half hour.
Is she also from like Lorraine area?
She was born in this town.
Oh, really?
She lived here until 3rd grade,
That's crazy.
and then moved to Vermilion.
Yeah, yeah,
And yeah,
yeah. You and Chapel. Yeah. I got it. It's Penibus. Wait. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, because I wonder about that. Jess is she grew up in Arizona. And so, like, there is a certain amount of, like, I have a built-in social network. And, like, not that she's not friends with a lot of those people now and stuff, but it is a little, not the same as being friends with these guys for 20 years or whatever.
my wife's best friends live in Columbus.
Okay.
So it's like, they're not far, but it's not convenient.
Yeah, far enough that it's, like, a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, she actually, during all the, like, pandemic stuff, she started doing, like, a Zoom call with her best friends from college. They do that, like, once every 2 weeks, they all get in, which is, like, again, not the same, but it is something, like, a little bit of an outlet for that stuff.
When I get home tonight, I'm almost willing to bet you $100 my wife is just going to be like in bed watching Law and Order SVU reruns.
Yeah.
And that's just like everyone's got their thing, but like
Well, that was a conversation she and I had where, like, about this. I was like, yeah, so what do you want to do next weekend? Like, you gave me this thing that I'm going to do. Like, what do you want to do? Go do something fun. Like, she's like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm like, do you want to go get a massage? Do you want to go, like, I will watch our child. You know what? Fuck it. Let's go.
this actually looks worse than the last one. Yeah, I gotta throw that. That's not great. I'm sorry. I'm dicking around.
There is a chance that I like naturally get punished, but I feel like again on the draw, like
Yeah,
in the
that changes the math significantly.
yeah. Vintage is a thing, man. Yeah. And I play at this, and when Hazard has thing, I play at that. That's like all the vintage I play anymore.
I miss when we used to go to Panera. Oh, yeah. I would love to hit that.
We done the place that they went and played middle school on Thursday, like there was that thing in Lakewood. We've been doing that just Tuesdays for get-togethers in the past like month and a half. It's been vintage, just because of this and like
Yeah.
you know. And Jerry, that's like his comfort zone for playing Magic.
Jerry wanted. Jerry kind of told me to invite everyone to my house and have a cookout. Without telling me that I could have a cookout and invite everyone to my house.
Sounds right.
But the pool is up,
Oh, nice.
and I have a child, and you have a child. So if you wanted to, if that becomes a thing in the next, like,
Yeah, a couple weeks.
yeah, we have a very short window. But, you know.
I mean, I would do it, but I also don't need to invite myself to your house.
No. I will put the word out, and, you know.
That'd be fun. Yeah, it's fun to also just like
I
chill and not have it be about like actual
Yes.
magic, just hang out.
And we've done that at my place too. Where, like, I'll make like a giant pork shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And you just like, if you want to bring your cards, bring them. If you don't want to, you ain't got to.
Well, there was a while there when Charles was playing all the time and stuff too, and so there was like,
I haven't seen that guy in so long. I think it was 5 minutes from him.
well, I mean, he does have 5 kids, right?
Yeah, I mean that's
He went from like 0 to 3, and then it quickly had 2 more.
yeah.
That's too many kids, man. We don't have a lot of life outside of that.
Ready to do the things?
Do the things.
Yeah.
Yep. Lands. Black Lotus. Crack Lotus. Collector Oof.
You are a bug, but I respect you.
Other green mana. Outland Liberator.
Yeah, dude.
Go ahead.
Urborg. I'll take some.
Yep.
Your move.
That's me in stage. Pass. My guy will transform because he's a werewolf.
Ancient Tomb. I'll go to 18. Actually, I don't have to go to 18. I can make black.
There you go. Yeah.
Forgemaster?
That guy is much larger than my team.
That's all I got. All right.
Dark Depths?
Okay.
Pass to you.
Man, this is the weirdest aggro match I've ever seen.
Yeah.
It's on, yeah, it's on you, man.
I'm going to make it 2020 here instead because my Dark Depths taps for black.
Indeed.
Go to my turn. Gaze. Attack for 20.
Got it.
Yeah, if you had, I was thinking if you had played like any sphere or whatever, I was just like not gonna have a good time because my opening hand was Thespian Stage Lotus, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do awesome stuff, and then he's gonna play like a thing that stops me from casting Black Lotus, and I just lose.
Yeah.
But I figured if I got a turn, I would be in a pretty good spot.
I looked at my opener and I'm like, I'm gonna Forge Master for duplicate and fuck up that 2020 token. And then you played Collector. Oof. And then, dang it.
Yeah, the collector oof, man. I played with this.
Really good.
He is really good. This guy is good too. So he's like the Solid Pride Mage, and he flips into a Trigon Predator. His other side, when he attacks, he gets a Trigon Predator.
Oh, see, I didn't realize.
Yeah.
The other side. That's badass.
Yeah. I feel like from playing Torch Fiend, this is a fucking upgrade, man.
Yes.
Yeah, Collector is great, and honestly, the card that's impressed me the most for like these kind of strategies is Force of Vigor. It's just like so insane.
I had a game where my opponent had 2 Force of Vigors on turn 1 and 2.
Was it somebody playing a Bizarre deck? Because
No.
that's gross.
It was fucking excruciating. Yeah. Like, dude, he just fucked my shit up in every way possible. And like, I had the heart of the cards to beat him in game 2.
It is absolutely real. I feel like that like multiple Force of Vigors are just the fact that it hits 2 artifacts is so crazy. Like it's just like even you're like, oh, it's not even a 2-for-1. I just get to 2 for 2. Cool, I'm in.
Yeah.
For free
All day.
Neat.
The
Yeah.
dude had 2 Tarmogoyfs and is like, has swords and like he's Force of Willing and shit and had Force of Vigors.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the Force of Vigor thing is almost, I mean, it's not as good as Force of Will, but there are matchups where it's better.
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy. Yeah, I brought in a bunch of cards because,
Yeah.
obviously, your deck is good.
I looked at my shit and I'm like, the best I can do is hopefully duplicate his big guy if it comes out.
Man, I'll tell you what, had that come up, I would have been fucking destroyed because I was not thinking about duplicate even a little. I was thinking about like hidden needles and revokers, and then you just comboing me fast. I was not at all thinking about fucking duplicate, man. And it would have gotten me because you would have had the thing, and I would have been like, oh, whatever.
Like if you
make
didn't,
it 20,
if you didn't have the oof, I was
Yeah.
like, you
Yeah.
motherfucker, you're done.
Well, and the funny thing too is it's not even I can't even Force a Vigor it to stop it. Like it still takes me off
Yeah.
because it gets to kill it regardless.
Yeah, it resolves.
Yeah. Yeah. So I like man. But good games.
Yes.
I guarantee you that no one has ever played that matchup before.
Probably not.
We're the first people to play those cards against each other.
Yeah, get fucked, internet. I was gonna ask you, are you on? Do you follow any of the Magic subreddits?
A little bit.
Because someone named Turing Test
Yep, yeah, it's
posted
me.
in there. It has to be. There's no way there's 2.
Yeah, it's I got it. Yeah.
And like I didn't say anything because I'm like, it's not.
It's one of those things where it's like one of the few places where I still get drawn into those kind of arguments on the internet, and it's so bad because you're never going to accomplish anything arguing on Reddit.
Downward spiral black hole. My favorite one is Magic the Circle Jerking.
Oh God, yeah.
That's the one you should be following. It's way more productive than the real Magic. 'Cause it's like for like a month straight. Every day I would like go to take a shit in the morning at work and be like, let's see how many Colossal Dreadmaw memes I'm gonna see today. And it would be like no less than 10
Yeah.
every day. Yeah.